Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Radhanath Swaminiti Namini. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namini. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharini Nirvisesa Sunyavadi Paschatya Desatarini. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshurunmilitam Mena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitamena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandegam Shri Guru Shri Uttapada Kamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sakagana Raghunadhanvitam Tam Sajeevam Sadvaidam Savadutam Parijana Sagitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sakagana Lalita Shri Visakanvitamscha हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीन बंधु जगतपते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसूते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे ईश्वर परमः कृष्ण सच्चिदानंद विग्रह अनादिरादिर गोविंद सर्व कारण कारणम ओम तत्सत् Hare Krishna. By the causeless mercy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna, we are nicely studying Bhagavad Gita, the knowledge by which we can directly perceive ourselves, Pratyaksha Vagamam Dhamyam. Now we are successfully studying the 11th chapter, Visvarupa, the universal form. Arjuna is again glorifying Krishna, that you are everything Krishna, like that. Even in the 10th chapter also, Arjuna told Krishna that Param Brahma Param Dhamma Pavitram Paramam Bhavan. Param Brahma Param Dhamma Pavitram Paramam Bhavan. Purusham Saswatam Divyam Adidevam Ajam Vibhum. That's what he told Krishna. Like that, here also in the 11th chapter also, again he started glorifying Krishna after seeing the universal form. So Krishna is the Vishweshwara. So Krishna is showing his Visvarupa, who is the Visveswara, who is the controller of this Visvam, this universe. Krishna is the source of everything. And Krishna himself says that I'm celebrated in all the three worlds as the Supreme Personality of God. Atosmi loke vedecha pratitaga purushottama. That's what Krishna says. So, I'm celebrated as the Purushottama, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. That's what we are also doing it. We are celebrating, we are glorifying Krishna. That's what brings us happiness. The real happiness is there only when we remember Krishna, when we serve Krishna, when we chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra, when we glorify Krishna. So all the time when we are in Krishna consciousness, we are happy. Because there is no room for disturbance in our mind. When we are connected with Krishna, when we remember Krishna, our mind is not disturbed at all. There is no room for disturbance. That's why Krishna also said in the 2nd chapter that Nasti buddhya yuktasya nacha yuktasya bhavanaga nacha abhavayataga shanti ashantasya kutas sukam. When one is not connected with me, he will not have intelligence and no steady mind. And without steady mind, there is no peace of mind. And when there is no peace of mind, there is no happiness. Where from happiness comes when there is no peace of mind? That's what Krishna is asking. So that way, the happiness comes, the real happiness comes when we remember Krishna. When we connect with Krishna, then the real happiness comes. So that means if you want to be happy all the time, then we should be remembering Krishna all the time. If you want to be happy all the time. The moment we forget Krishna, we are not going to be happy at all. So we have to be happy. That's what our constitutional position. The soul, we want to be Sachidananda, Ananda, that bliss, happiness. That's what we want. That bliss comes, that Ananda comes only when we connect ourselves with Krishna. So, now Krishna is teaching us in this Bhagavad Gita how to be always connected with Krishna, all the time. Sarvesu kaleshu. That's what is very important, all the time. Because we want to be happy all the time. No one wants to get distress. But this material world is designed to give distress. This is the place for distress. There is no point in complaining that I have problems in this material world. This world is supposed to have problems only, this material world. This earth, this Bhuloka is designed to struggle and suffer in this life, in this world. So there is no point in complaining that I have a lot of issues, a lot of problems. How can I solve all such things? Only by connecting ourselves with Krishna, by focusing our mind only on Krishna all the time. That's what is very important. 24/7, all the time we should focus our mind only on Krishna. Then we are going to be happy. Krishna is giving us opportunities. Krishna is teaching us how to connect with him all the time. For example, this studying Bhagavad Gita every day, this is a great opportunity for us to connect with Krishna. We are all connected with Krishna right now at this point. We are not remembering anything else in this material world. Our mind is fully focused only on Krishna. At this point of time, that is reality, that is true. There is no doubt. We're able to focus our mind on Krishna now. And with this knowledge, what we are gaining in this Bhagavad Gita is teaching us how to apply this knowledge in our life, how to use this. So that means what we are studying is not something just to study and forget. It is the knowledge, it is the way of life. We have to use this knowledge in our life. We have to do all our activities by using this knowledge. That's what is very important. So Bhagavad Gita is teaching us, in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is teaching us how to act, how to perform our activities. Yogasya kuru karmani. That's what Krishna says. Yogasya kuru karmani. Yoga, this Bhagavad Gita is yoga. Yogasya. So being situated in this yoga, in this Bhagavad Gita, so kuru karmani. That's what Krishna is teaching us. You perform all your activities. Kuru karmani means perform your duties. So perform your duties, yogastha. So what is meant by yogastha? So being situated in yoga, what does it mean? Yogastha kuru karmani means sangam tyaktva dhananjaya. That means sangam tyaktva, giving up the attachments. So give up all the attachment. Yogastha kuru karmani sangam tyaktva dhananjaya means, O Dhananjaya, so a conqueror of wealth. So that means Krishna himself is addressing Arjuna that, O conqueror of wealth. So that means by giving up all the attachments, we are not going to get poor. We are not going to, but we are not going to struggle in this material world. We are going to enjoy. Materially speaking, also, we are going to gain what all we need. There is no doubt about it. That's why Krishna himself is addressing Arjuna as Dhananjaya, O conqueror of wealth. Yogastha kuru karmani sangam tyaktva. So you perform all your activities by giving up the attachments. So that means siddhya siddhyo samo bhutva. So giving up attachments means what? How can we say that we have given up all the attachments? That means being in that status of equanimity. So that's what is samatva. So siddhya siddhyo samo bhutva samatvam. So that status, so that's what is known as yogastha. Yogastha means siddhya siddhyo samo bhutva. So samatvam. So being equal in both success and failure. And that equanimity is known as yoga. Yoga uchyate. That samatvam, yoga uchyate. So that's what is known as yoga. That's what Krishna is teaching us in this Bhagavad Gita. So we have to perform all activities by giving up all attachments. No attachments to the results. We should not worry about the results. Focus our mind only on Krishna all the time. 24/7. Do everything only for Krishna. So that should be the way of our life. We have to act. This is the time to act. We cannot lose this opportunity which we have got it. This is the time to act. So Krishna is teaching us how to act. That is known as kausala, that art of doing our acts. Yogaha karmasu kausalam. So yogaha karmasu kausalam. That's what we need. When we do that, in this life itself, we will be freed from all both good and bad results. Nothing is going to bind us. That's what is very important. No results will bind us. When we are not having any attachment, so that means we are not going to be bound to this world. So that's what Krishna is teaching us. Obey. Sukritve, duskritve. That's all. So we will be freed from both pious and bad results. We don't want any result to bind us to this material world. That's what is very important. When we should not be attached to the results, and we don't want any bondage to this material world. So we should be freed from everything, from the clutches of Maya. So that is possible only with this Bhagavad Gita knowledge. Otherwise, it's not at all going to be possible. Without Bhagavad Gita knowledge, without knowing this Bhagavad Gita, it is impossible for us to free ourselves from the clutches of Maya. This knowledge only is helping us, is teaching us how to free ourselves from Maya, how to surrender unto Krishna, how to develop that love on Krishna, unconditional, unalloyed love on Krishna. So that way we can perform all our activities in our life only for Krishna. Everything, whatever we do, sit for Krishna, stand for Krishna. That's what is very important. When Arjuna asked the question to Krishna, that Sita Prajnasya Kabasha Samadhistasya Kesava Sitati Kim Prabhasheta Kim Masita Vrajeta. So in the second chapter, sloka number 54, Arjuna asked questions. What are the symptoms of a self-realized person? What does he speak? What is his language? How does he sit and how does he walk? And Krishna explained in detail in 18 slokas, from the sloka number 55 to 72. So in the second chapter, the symptoms of a self-realized person. So we have to do everything for Krishna. The very first answer itself Krishna gave to Arjuna, that Prajahati yatha kaman sarvan partha manu kathan atmanyevat manu tustaga sita prajnas tatu chate. So we should be able to give up all varieties of desires for sense gratification which arises from mental concoctions. Prajahati yatha kaman sarvan partha manogatan. Everything comes from, it arises in our mind, manogata. How can we do that? That means there should not be any room in our mind to focus on this material world, to think about in this material world. Our mind should be always connected, should find enjoyment within ourselves, not from outside. Within ourselves, within our body, Krishna is there. Atmanyeva atmano tusta. So, Paramatma is there inside our body. So we should seek happiness only within, inside us, not outside. Outside means through the material sense objects. When the material senses, they come in contact with material sense objects, so that is known as samsparsaja bhoga. That is known as samsparsaja bhoga. Bhagyasparsa. That is known as bhagyasparsa. So samsparsaja bhoga or bhagyasparsa. Outside, externally, bhagyasparsa. Bhagyasparsesu asaktatma vindati atmani yat sukham. So we should not be attached to the external sense enjoyment. Bhagyasparsesu asaktatma vindati atmani yat sukham. We should find happiness within our own self. Sa brahma yoga yuktatma sukham akshayam ashnute. So he is seated in the Brahma Yoga, so he is engaged, he is connected with Brahman, connected with Krishna, and he will be able to experience unlimited happiness. Sukham akshayam ashnute. So that's the way to find happiness within ourselves, not seeking any pleasure outside. So that's why samsparsaja bhoga. So that kind of enjoyment, what we try to get it from outside with external, this material wealth, that's going to give us distress. It is not happiness. It is dukkha. Dukkayone evate. Many times I have mentioned this sloka. So that is the source of our distress. If we think that we are struggling, we are suffering, that is because we are trying to find happiness outside. External material sense enjoyment. That's what keeps us suffering and struggling in this material world. And that keeps us coming back to this material world. That kind of external material sense enjoyment will keep us coming back to this material world again and again. That is the reality. That's what we need to understand. The reality is that we'll keep coming back to this material world. So that means we are going to struggle and suffer forever. And this will never come to an end unless we act right now. This is the time for us to act. For each and every individual soul, we need to act. That's what is very important. So as a soul, each and every individual soul, that's it. We are connected with Krishna only permanently. That's what we need to know. All other relations, what we have in this material world, everything is temporary. That's it. Just as long as we live in this body, we connect with other relations. But once a person leaves that body, then that body is a dead body. That's it. Then there is no more relationship with that body. The soul is gone. That's what is going to happen to us also. All of us are going to go, leave, die. That is the reality. It's not a pessimistic attitude. There's a real knowledge. A person who is in knowledge should understand that birth, old age, disease, and death are our problems. So that's what. There is no point in keeping optimism in this world. Nothing is going to be permanent here. That's what we need to understand. The real optimism is that Krishna is there with us, and Krishna is going to save us, and we are going to get a life in Krishna's well, Goloka, permanent blissful life in Krishna's well. So that should be the very optimistic approach in our life. That's the way we are supposed to do every action. So now we are successfully studying in the 11th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. We are understanding about Krishna's universal form already. So in the 38th sloka, Arjuna told Krishna that Tvamaditevaka Purushaha Puranas Tvamasya Vishwasya Param Nidanam Vetasi Vedyam Cha Param Cha Dama Tvaya Tatam Vishwamanantarupa. You are the original person, supreme person. So Adi Devaga, and you are the oldest Purushaga Purana. Tvamasya Viswasya Param Nidanam. So you are the supreme resting place for this universe. Tvamasya Viswasya Param Nidanam. Vethasi Vedyam Cha Param Cha Dama. You are the knower of everything. You should be known. Vetasi Vedyam Cha. Param Cha Dama. And you are the supreme abode. Tvaya Tatam Vishwam Anantarupa. O Anantarupa. O unlimited form. This entire universe is pervaded by you. Tvaya Tatam Vishwam Anantarupa. You are the original personality of God, the oldest, the ultimate sanctuary of this manifested cosmic world. You are the knower of everything, and you are all that is knowable. You are the supreme refuge above the material modes, all limitless form. This whole cosmic manifestation is pervaded by you. Then in the next sloka, what we studied yesterday in sloka number 39. वायुर्यमोऽग्निर्वरुणः शशाङ्कः प्रजापतिस्त्वं प्रपितामहश्च नमो नमस्तेस्तु सहस्रकृत्वा पुनश्च भूयोऽपि नमो नमस्ते. You are the air. You are the controller, Yama. You are the fire, and you are the water, Varuna, and you are the moon, Sasanka, and Prajapati. So you are the Brahma and Prapitamagasya. You are the great grandfather. Namo Namaste, so Sahasra Kritva. I offer my obeisances unto you thousands of times, again and again. Punascha Bhuyopi, Namo Namaste. Again and again I offer my obeisances unto you. That's what Arjuna told Krishna. You are air, and you are the supreme controller. You are fire, you are water, and you are the moon. You are Brahma, the first living creature, and you are the great grandfather. I therefore offer my respectful obeisances unto you 1,000 times, and yet again. Then in the next sloka, what we are studying in this sloka number 40 today. Namaha purastat atha prastaste namosute sarvatayeva sarva ananta viryamita vikramasvam sarvam samapnosi tatosi sarva. I offer my obeisances unto you from the front, purastat, and from the behind, pristata. So I'm offering from the front, from behind, and from all directions. Sarvatayeva sarva. So namaha purastat atha pristataste namostute sarvatayeva sarva ananta viryam. You have unlimited power. Unlimited ananta viryamita vikramasvam, and you have unlimited potential, unlimited force. Ananta viryamita vikramasvam sarvam samapnosi tatosi sarvagam, and you surround everything. Sarvam samapnosi. So and you are everything. Tatosi sarvaga. So you are everything. You surround, you cover everything, and you are everything. That's what Arjuna is telling. Obeisances to you from the front, from behind, and from all sides, O unbounded power. You are the master of limitless might. You are all pervading, and thus you are everything. That's what Arjuna is doing. So by Krishna's causeless mercy, we have successfully finished 40 slokas in the 11th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Now let us chant Hare Krishna Maha Mantra and focus our mind on the transcendental sound vibration. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Radhanath Swami Nitinami. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Nitinamini. जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि सादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे राम हरे हरे कृष्ण हरे हरे राम हरे कृष्ण हरे हरे राम हरे 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 कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे राम हरे 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 कृष्ण हरे हरे राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे राम हरे 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 हरे कृष्ण हरे हरे राम 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 हरे Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Ram 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 Hare, Hare Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Ram Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Ani Pepper Mataji.
Hare Krishna Guruji, please accept my humble obeisances.
Please accept my humble obeisances, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much for your class tonight. We need to be reminded every single day not to place our attachments to anything in this world. This material world is ruled by time, and age, disease, and death takes everyone and everything.
Yes.
Eventually, there is no solution. Everything else is a prescription to pain. The only solution is Krishna. That is the only choice. If there is nothing else.
Nothing
we should
else.
give our time, our thoughts, our heart to, because it's the only way out. Is to surrender to Him and go home to Him. Otherwise, we just keep going over and over and over again. And we need to remember and be reminded every day.
That is correct. Every moment, every day, in each and every action, we should be in Krishna consciousness. Yes.
Because He won't let us down.
He won't. He won't. There's a reason we are always in contact with Him through this Bhagavad Gita.
That's right. That's right. And thank you so much. Yes. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Hare. Hina Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Guruji.
Thank you, Mataji.
I was thinking to talk, but after some time I just go for a sleep, so was not able to talk to you.
Yes, Mataji. Yeah, we couldn't talk. Yes, Mataji. We will definitely.
Thank you so much, Guruji, for today's class. Hare
It's Krishna's mercy, Mataji. Krishna's mercy, we are able to understand everything what Krishna wants us to know.
Yeah, we are happy that the class started. Again, I was waiting for the class when you came from India.
Yes, Mataji. Now, since I'm here, I think regularly, without any break, we can continue. Yes, Mataji.
Thank you so much, Guruji.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Hare Ram. Hare Krishna. Mithun Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Guruji, how are you?
Hare Krishna. By Krishna's house, let me thank you. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Guruji, for the wonderful class. No questions for today.
Yes, Prabhu.
All Krishna's grace. Hare Krishna. Hare Ram.
Yes, Krishna's mercy only. Yes, Prabhu. Hare Ram. Hare Krishna. Jyoti Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna. Hare Ram. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Guruji. Thank you for the class. Joined a little bit late, so I can follow the YouTube.
Yes. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Guruji.
Hare Krishna. Hare Ram. Sheila Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Ram. Hare Krishna. Mataji.
Thank you very much for the class, Guruji. Guruji, last 2-3 days I was unable to attend the class. I missed a lot, Guruji.
Yes, Krishna's mercy you can follow now, and also our YouTube recordings also you can follow.
Thank you, Guruji, very much for all this wonderful class, Guruji, and keeping us daily in connection with God.
Yes, Krishna's mercy we are able to continue. Yes.
Thank you, Guruji. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna, Guruji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Ram. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Sumati Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji. Thank you for the class, Guruji. Thank you very much for the class. I too joined a little late. I joined during the Loka explanation time. I've come to Chennai, Guruji, and be here for another 2-3 days. Thank you, Guruji. As Annie Pepper Mataji and others, Hina Mataji said, thank you for keeping us connected every day. It's like every day we are renewing the connection.
Yes.
For whatever reason during the day, even if connection breaks, like internet connection breaking, we get connected again.
That is correct.
So it is wonderful, Guruji. It is extremely wonderful. And yes, and the way Arjuna worships him, worships Krishna after seeing his universal form. He's so astounded, and how we can also feel that astonishment and how astounding it was for him to see the form. Yes. Thank you, Guruji. Thank you very much, Guruji. Hare Krishna. I'm also sending the YouTube link every day, Guruji, now.
Yes, Mataji.
Whenever possible,
We'll
I'm
add it
doing
in
that.
all the WhatsApp group as the my admission.
Yeah. Whichever groups I'm in, I'm sending it.
Yes, I will.
Okay, good. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Hare Ram. Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna.
Mohanan Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Pranam Guruji.
Pranam. Pranam.
Thank you so much for the class, Guruji. Really, again, one good or wonderful class. Thank you, Guruji. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna, Guruji. Enjoy the class. Now we will continue every day.
Yes.
Thank you, Guruji. Yes, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Guruji. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Ram. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Asha Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Thank you so much for the class, Guruji.
Yes, Mataji.
Krishna is showering his mercy all the time. Only we have to grab.
Yes, it's all
This is the
Krishna's
best
cosmos.
opportunity in our life, Guruji.
Exactly. Yes. Krishna's mercy. He will not let us struggle. He will definitely give us the knowledge to go back.
Yes, Guruji. Thank you, Guruji, for keeping us in Krishna consciousness. Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Ram. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Vrinda Mataji.
One of our family friend, Dhananjay Rai, today he joined.
Yeah. I saw him today. Yes, Prabhu. Yes, Mataji. Yeah.
Dhananjay Rai. Yes, Guruji.
Yeah. He was there for the entire class. Yes, Mataji. Very nice.
Okay, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Thank you, Guruji, for the class. Guruji, I have not been getting the recordings, So,
Yes, I will add Sumati Mataji in all other groups so that when she sends, everyone gets this month. Yes, I will do that.
Yes, Guruji.
It
will be good to get the recordings because sometimes, like the last 2 times, I had not caught up from the beginning. So I would like to get the recording, Guruji.
Yes, Mother. I will make sure that everyone gets the YouTube recording.
Yes, Guruji. And another thing, Guruji, one uncle in my family has been in the hospital since 25 days with ICU and, this ventilator support and then the tracheostomy done. And he's a great devotee of Ram, Bhagwan or Krishna, whatever is the same. But I just was thinking yesterday that how much suffering is there for a great devotee also, Guruji.
It is true, Madam. That is true. That's why. But Krishna will help. There is no doubt. By His mercy, He will take.
Guruji. So the whole family is...
This material world is a place for suffering only, Mother. This is a place for struggle only. So we have to go to Krishna's world to enjoy. The Atma should be in Goloka, not in this Goloka. So material body means suffering only.
But constant remembrance of God, that is very important, Guruji. Krishna consciousness is that, where it is constant.
That's what Krishna is asking us in Bhagavad Gita. You give up everything and come to me. That's what Krishna is asking us. But we are not ready to do that. That's the problem. We are suffering here.
Yes.
Krishna is repeatedly
so why we are not ready to do, Guruji? Why there's so much resistance? Because we are not able to see Him?
Because we are attached. Because we are attached to so many things in this world. We have to give up every attachment. We have to be in constant connection with Krishna only. So then only we can go to Goloka. See, anyhow, at the time of death, we are forced to get detached from everything. So why can't we detach ourselves from everything now?
Yes,
and we can't, there is no...
Even Krishna's great devotees also, if we see in the past, like Prabhupada and all, they all had also great suffering.
But when a person is depending on Krishna, like all those things, because Krishna says that Machittaga Sarva Durgani Matprasadat Tarisasi. So definitely we need to understand without that the suffering will be much more actually. Krishna is actually, by Krishna's mercy, all our suffering will, there's no doubt. Krishna himself says that Matprasadat, Prasade Sarva Dukkana Mahanirasya. So that's very important for us to know. So, but the amount of service, for example, you said about Srila Prabhupada, the amount of service he has done for Krishna, definitely he will be with Krishna, correct? So that's the thing. So then there is no suffering anymore. So we need to see the suffering, like repeated suffering again and again coming to this well. That's what we need to see. So
Yes, Guruji.
devotee of Krishna will go to Goloka, then they will not suffer anymore. That's the main thing.
Yes, Guruji. Thank you, Guruji, for the guidance. Thank you. Because the whole family is very disturbed because of it's 25 days in an ICU. It's too much. So, you know.
Yeah, but he will be going to Goloka. He will be going to on the way to Krishna. So next birth will be definitely a much better life. So we should not be seeing that as suffering. And even if he comes back also, Krishna will give us more opportunities to please him. That's the main thing.
Yes, Guruji. Thank
So
you so much, Guruji.
death is not an end. Death is just a beginning of new life. That's what we need to understand. Yes. So even
Yes,
when
Guruji.
devotees die also, they are going to have a better life. That's how we need to see. Yes.
Yes, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Guruji. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Vishnuvardhana Rao Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama,
Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Mahendra Shukla Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Dandvat Pranam. Hare
Prabhu.
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Umbo Nandisa, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Hare Krishna. Manoranjan Sagu Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Manoranjan Sagu Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Guruji.
Hare
Nice class. Really, I am very extremely happy that by attending this class, because I am living in such a society, I need first that the Gita class, because I am so unhappy with this around society where I lived and born because of egoistic and unhealthy atmosphere. So Gita is my only source, the only solace. I draw all energy and spiritual power. I can make my mind stable and still by attending your class. So very much nice class, enlightening class. We should not miss at any cost. Thank you, Guruji. Pranam, Guruji. It is a great your endeavor. I am really divinely blessed by with your presence and with your blessings. And I attend this class. I am extremely humbled, really, by your words, by your enlightening and spiritual discourse, and we can make our mind stable, still, and tranquil because of this class. And because I am living, I am so unhappy with this, the society. I should not feel disgusted because nobody is in a position to listen, understand. They use all nonsense and useless things, hurting words. I never expect the society where I live. So, but I have to bow down before Lord Krishna because of Gita. I am really, it is a great source of inspiration, and really I am very, and transform myself into a divine being because of your class, because you make me transform into a perfect. I try my best to devote Lord Krishna. Thank you, Guruji. Pranam, Guruji. Satadanaman Naman.
Thanks. Hare Krishna, let us listen to Srila Prabhupada's Kirtan. No?
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna.